Cheers, brother. The dragon's breath, brother. The dragon's breath. In 3, 2,
I'm okay.
1. G'day,
I'm okay.
everyone.
What's going on, Lethal? Welcome
Brother, everyone, while Toad's recovering,
That's
welcome
Lethal.
to Lethal Toad MMA.
Yep.
We are doing the breakdown of Dolidze versus Fluffy Hernandez, man.
Dolidze
And we just had,
and Hernandez. Lethal.
yes, Anthony Hernandez.
Dolidze. Who the fuck is Dolidze, Lethal? It's Dolidze and Hernandez. But for you, let's just call him Roman, and then we'll call him Fluffy. You fuck that up, you're too high. How's that sound?
Look.
Now, Lethal just made a good point. Before we started the recording, he asked, do we have everything all set? And that's because when I do my fight companion, have to mute the audio to the stream because I can't record the fight audio. I've done so many fucking rips where we start things off. We've even got like 2 or 3 fights down the card, and I look over and there's no fucking audio being recorded. And we get a good laugh out of it, but what really ends up happening is we go back, we start it off with another rip, and then the stream takes longer. And why does it take longer? Because
it's your fault.
We're ripping more and more. So if you enjoy those takes, I appreciate you. If you don't, I'm sorry, and I still appreciate you being here. We're going to get... Okay, sorry. Go ahead, Lethal.
I'll quickly say this, man. While you were having that, to all our fans out there, when we started this, I was the guy that was fucking it all up, talking. 4 hours was our first picks. 6 hours. It was crazy. Then I decided to dig in. Do it right. Since that day, he forgets to fucking record. He forgets to push play. And then he asked me, he asked me to do exactly what I'm doing now. Imagine fucking being free flowing like a fucking rapper. Like I'm fucking rapping right now, bro.
Yeah, he's mentioning that I forget to hit the fucking audio button when it's a Friday night and the fight's 24 hours away. And I said, hey, Lethal, I know you didn't get a chance to do the breakdown, but I waited for you, mate. Cheers. It's fucking midnight. I've been up for 24 hours, but I'm doing this for you, mate. You Australian fuck. I love you to death. Much love. Thank you guys for tapping in. Quit being a fucking baby up there and buckle in. We're going through this fight night, Lethal, and I'm not stopping. You ain't gonna drag me off into the deep end and choke our fucking audience out an hour later like Khabib because you had a domino effect that went 20 fucking tiers deep. But I love your guts. We love you guys for tapping in, listening, and I think this is a pretty quick one, guys. I'll be honest with you real quick before we go. Before we go into this, I just want to say this will be the first card that I don't watch in real time in over 5 years, which is a big thing. But I do have these last like 2 or 3 weeks that I'm really wrapping up a really big part of who I am, my life, the thing, and another love and drive and passion I've had. So I'm going to give that undivided attention. Lethal in September will be maybe linking up with some assistance on his side of the woods. Big shout out to Dusty. I know a big fan of the Toad and Lethal. So he's going to be driving the ship and posting you guys some takes and posting you guys some content because, again, for the first time in about 5 years, I will not be live participating in live fight companions. And in some cases, sadly, the fights, I will be moving and going through a lot of shit. But missing like a bigger part of my half in the process. So shout out to Lethal and doing this with me and you guys, because I just want to wrap up what I'm saying by is like at the end of the day, I will come back and I will die doing what we do in UFC because this is the shit that's made me feel the most that I've ever felt in terms of something to look forward to, if that's fair. Like it almost doesn't matter what part of the world you're at, and if you're at the top of it or the bottom of it, it's a grind right now that just fucking wears you and breaks you, and just this is the thing that I can actually look forward to and say, regardless if it's a bad week, it'll be all right, because I got this, and I know how it makes me feel, and I know the people I'm connecting with, and that's really what I need. So cheers to you guys. Cheers to Lethal. We're getting into this one, and Lethal, I promise you, 20 minutes is about what I can average when I break it down myself. Are you down for that?
Okay, mate, I'm going to start right here. Here we go. I believe I'm going to start off with a general comment. This is a totally predominant all favorite card. All favorites. I'm the long shot master. You fucking know that. I've fucking done it for 3 weeks. I've made the coin off the long shots. We won't get there now. I told you it'd be a short one. But I've got 3 long shots in this card, and the rest are pretty much locked in, man. It's an easy card. I thought this was an easy money card to pick. I hope I am right, because you know what? There's a saying, you fucking do this, and that's going to happen. So I hope I didn't open my fucking mouth too big. My mother told me the other week, she saw some of my posts, and she said, don't post your winnings on your posts. And I said, why? I said, that's what makes everyone excited. She said, don't boast. Post what you want.
You know what I do is I personally like posting the graphic of showing you that you did it, but you can keep private, whether in some cases, wow, I can't believe Toad would risk that despite the payout being okay, or in some cases, oh, what a great hit. Maybe Toad didn't quite sprinkle as hard as, so I've had it kind of go both ways.
Not to throw money into people's faces because that's not being humble.
Yeah.
She said you can show that you won the race. You didn't have to show your salary.
Yeah.
You didn't have to show what you got paid.
Yeah.
So with everyone out there, I'm going to let you know, because my mother, I am not going to post how much I made, because apparently it's not fucking humble. If people lost money that day and I'm sitting here going, whoa, I won $1,000. She goes, that doesn't look really cool. She can post your fucking whole shit, but do not show people what you invested. Do not give them the information.
But what do you think about what I just said, though? Like, you can actually show, like, hey, here's what we talked about. Here's how I could see it happening, and then boom, here's the bet. Like, but you're not showing the winnings. You're not showing the numbers. What do you feel about that?
I sort of thought the winnings was going to get me the numbers, right? People want to see what you want. But then I was sort of looking at a bit of humility. Don't forget, I'm half Indian. My mum's Hindu. I'm half Indian German. So I've got this sort of spiritual thing going on where, humility and fucking, you don't do that. You just don't. So I was like, okay, I won't. I'm all happy to show people. Aren't you happy that you won? Yes. Why do you have to show everyone how much money you earn? And I'm like, okay. She asked me, do you tell everyone what you earn at your business? Do you tell everyone you earn beep? I said, no, because that's my personal fucking shit. I just have a pretty half-decent life, right? So she goes, why do you tell people that? So she sort of took me down that direction, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, wow, that fucked my head, man. I need another Billy after that conversation, because you just mind fucked me, Ma. I thought I was all cool. But anyway, let's go. First fight.
Man.
You're up.
Hey, I think it's a give and take. My thing, real quick, to kind of wrap that up is, like, I ironically did one of these appearances where my old microphone, had literally shit the bed on me. It was like 12, 13 years old, not even supported for Windows 10 or 11. It stopped making drivers, which we know are kind of important, during Windows 7. And I had found a way to support it myself, and like fucking had a fucking script that I made to fix my own microphone when it broke. And that script broke. And I got on that stream with the fuzziest sounding, shittiest fucking microphone ever. But the bet I made was good. And the reads that we talked about on the show kind of hit. I sprinkled on one of those, but I changed it. Instead of a first round Randy Brown knockout, I took Randy Brown by the first or second round, because Nicholas Dalby's kind of fucking tough. And so it ended up being a second round Randy Brown knockout, and Michelle comes out fucking dancing like a clown, gassing himself out on the walkout, and I'm looking at the cash out. $15 was gonna pay me like close to $1,200, And I had said, as I messaged him, I said, thanks for the new microphone. I'll show up next week sounding a little better. So shout out to you guys over at Home of Fight Picks. And Hey Jive was the parlay I actually tailed. But anyways, Lethal, go ahead. I mean, let's go ahead and break down this card. Like I said, now that I'm going to get into it, here's the thing I will say. I can go through picks and how I like to break down weaknesses and strengths and kind of like first impressions when I think of certain fighters, like things I dislike about them, things I like about them. Again, I get into that too much. Maybe it's a 40-minute breakdown. If Lethal and I sit here and talk money with you guys, that's about a 6-hour show. So, Lethal, tell me right now before we get into this, if for the interest of time to our viewers, because we've done a bunch of shit in the last 10, 11 minutes, do you want to shoot for, say, 30 minutes? You and I rip this whole card. We talk numbers, we talk fighters, and at the end, we'll do a full recap. How's that sound?
Good. Me and you can talk life after this. We got fucking, let's just get this done.
Let's go.
All right, here we go.
Let's fucking grind.
I'll start.
All right, so.
I'll start.
Yeah, go for it.
No, because it's quick for me. Okay? Yeah. We all know Cody Brundage. I know you're going to go through what you do. Everyone watches the show because I do what I do. That's what makes us a good team. So I've got Cody Brundage at $1.59, Eric Mekoninko at $2.38. I'm looking at the money. I've got here on Tapology, so I'm on Tapology right now, scrolling through. I'm not looking at Cody Brundage. I'm looking at his opponent.
Fucking Corey.
Okay? Okay.
I'm fucking with you, yeah.
I respect Corey Brundage. No, I respect Cody Brundage. I'm taking him at $1.59. I'm looking at Eric. He's got one loss in the UFC. His last loss was against... Oh, here we go. You got to hear the cool shit now, right? Sultan Rusi Bekotov. Yeah. He lost by a right hook in the second round, 33 seconds. I don't know much about Eric. I know a lot about Cody. Yeah. And I've got Cody as my first favorite of the night, winning this fight probably by decision. Okay, I can't see Cody doing anything itself apart from a bit of grinding, but I don't know. I know Eric's got 3 submissions on his record. He's got 4 wins by TKO, 3 losses by TKO. He's got 2 decision wins at $2.38. Without knowing the other fighter, I'm just taking Cody Brundage. The stats on Eric just don't match up. They just don't. So I'm out. So that's my first one. Done. That took fucking 90 seconds, bro.
God damn. You need to go back to the school and count, my man. Now I'm fucking with you. I appreciate the breakdown. Now listen. This fight isn't going to the judges, Lethal. We're going to see a knockout. These guys are going to trade. Cody Brundage, as we know, he's actually pretty game with it. He's proven himself against higher calculated strikers. He's tough until he's not. Like Brundage, I feel like you can either see this coin flip performance of him where he's going to buckle down, eat some shots, give it back. His grappling's on point. He's fucking doing emojis against Bo Nickel on his back. Like, if that kind of Brundage shows up, I'm sorry to say it for Eric, but it's like he's proven far more to me, and of course it makes sense as a favorite. But to sit here and act like these two are going to trade and that 100% Cody Brundage wins that exchange, I have more respect for it. I have respect for the knockout. Look for the prop of fight ends by knockout. Not to say that we couldn't see a scramble, a shot open someone up, flip him around. Now we're on the back fishing that rear naked choke that at this level any of these guys, especially Brundage, is capable of. So I like Brundage by finish. I just see that fight happening that way. What I could do in this fight also to secure the judges, which we've been hammering, making good profits, is live bet props. If someone goes into this fight an underdog, even if they're winning the first round and the fight's going way different than you thought it would, a lot of times the bookies are still having respect for the favorites. So I could see Eric being live if they start trading and it doesn't go Brundage's way, but more than likely, you give me this fight 3 out of 5 times, I'm going to say Brundage is going to execute on the feet and make Eric hurt. So we'll see. I like Brundage by knockout as well, probably in the first, second round at the latest. And Brundage, 88% of people on Tapology agree. So, okay. Moving up the card, Lethal, break down the next one.
Look, what we've got is Julia Stolarenko. Oh, you like that one? right? Julia Stolarenko. Very interesting. Chick fight. Chick fight.
Yeah.
Now, without even looking, it's a chick fight. Unless there's fucking cool chicks that fucking finish people like Manon and Shevchenko and Nunes and Kayla and like finishers. Chick
Mackenzie
fight.
Dern.
Gabriel Hernandez. Right? I've never liked Julia Stolarenko. She's never impressed me. She's at $4.60. Gabriel Fernandez. She's a new fucking chick on the block. She's sort of coming up. I'm all good with $1.20. And I'm just like looking, honestly, I'm looking again. Last week, I was too short of the fucking legend parlay.
Because he included the dumbest fucking leg. I'm fucking with you.
Right, and I missed fucking goddamn Chris Duncan on the legend parlay. I made money off Chris Duncan privately.
No, you lost it with the girl fight, though. You lost your big parlay with the girl fight, too. That was the first leg, not the Duncan.
Oh, no, yeah, the first leg, yes.
You had that stupid girl fight that fucking broke your shit.
And girl fight shit me. Do you know what my missus told me? What even bet on the girl fight? So I always go to point.
Yeah, I've had the same conversation. It's funny, but here's why. Women's MMA has really weird numbers. If you look at the methods of finishing, they're often very fucking high, and it's because these girls literally fucking scissor or slap each other until 15 minutes passes, and they go to the judges, and halo effects play a factor in judging, and, you know, girl advances, so forth. But some of these girls, like this fight, hold on, Lethal, like this fight, have a chance actually getting it done within the distance. Here's the simple, quick breakdown. Julia is very live in the first round. Live props are especially going to fade her. I like Fernandez if it goes to a second round, third round decision. But because of Sarayenko's aggressiveness, she's going to totally be live to get herself caught out by Gabby. So Gabby, I think, is a safer pick, but from a money standpoint, I like Stoliarenko by first round finish, submission more than likely, but we'll see. That's from both a betting and pick side. All right, moving up the card, I'm gonna step in on this one just real quick for me, and then you tap in. I'm gonna take Oros Medic. I think this dude's extremely fucking live. He's had some tough goes. He's been a world beater. And he's also been a world beater, right? So Medic, obviously huge Tapology favorite. Again, we're seeing a lot of these guys that they just haven't fought that same level, and so you can't really sit here and see a guy who's had moments of success and failure and push him down to the unknown, right? So more times in both picks, betting, the prospects coming in are, if you truly did your research and believe in it, you're about to fuck around and find out and make some money along the way. But again, Medic, I think 3 out of 4 times wins this fight. So what do you got for me, Lethal?
Look, again, this is another fight. This was just another fight that was just easy to pick. I told you it was an easy fight card, man. I didn't have to there's not much research, but Medic. The odds are $1.21. Gilbert has got nothing for me, mate, at all. Okay, there's nothing he's done in the UFC has impressed me at all, ever. So I think Medic is a dark horse, and not by the bookies. I'm talking in the long run.
Yeah.
Remember that name.
Just
Euros Medic.
Yeah, in my opinion, if you're wanting 2 very safe bets so far, guys, go distance no between Brundage and Eric, and go Medic distance no with Gilbert. I don't think that either of those fights go to the judges. All right, moving up the card, got Leon Edwards. Leon Edwards, unknown sister. I want UFC to donate a 21andMe, and I want to find out if Rocky is in fact fucking Jocelyn's, brother. It's some funny ass shit. The striking and the way they fight is kind of mirrored in the sense they just stall out on the feet. They're winning by points in standing controlled time using the edge of the octagon and a hybrid between that reach and extension, getting strikes, and then working off the clinch, working off control time. Now the thing about this fight that I like, right, is Zombie Girl got the nickname for a fucking reason. So I could see Zombie Girl just losing to Control Time and just losing that way if she's not going out and getting an advantage over Jocelyn in this fight, because her shots absorbed gave her the fucking nickname. Is that fair? Like, you are called the Zombie because you've come back from the dead in your fights to be bleeding everywhere. That's a cool nickname, and I love it, and it's heroic. But that also means someone like Edwards should technically be piecing you to fuck up. So Edwards is going to be a pick. She's going to be maybe not a... If I do consider her in a parlay piece, I will sprinkle and counter that parlay with Zombie Girl as a dog, right? You see what I'm doing here? As a booster, I'm paying. I'm paying for the booster Edwards, but I'm not going to take her money line because I do respect her surprisingly capable ability to sometimes do the undoable and hurt somebody enough to get a finish. But I reckon with the resilience of Zombie Woman or Zombie Girl, we go to the judges, and it points to Edwards. But fuck with live props on this again. They've been crazy. What do you got for me, Lee?
Look, I've never been a Jocelyn Edwards fan. She has had a few wins in a row. Her striking's getting better. And she is hurting them when she is fighting. She actually is hurting them when she's fighting. At the beginning, she was just starting, but she's got, I think, about 3 in a row now, right?
Yeah.
She must be about, yeah. So, and look, let's look at not one of the most beautiful women in the UFC. Let's look at another fucking lesbian truck driver, Zombie Girl. Look, at
it was 2 losses in a row, by the way, and they each experienced it, and they're both like... It's Edwards who's streaking more sense, right? It just, yeah. Okay.
So, look, I'm taking Edwards by the reach to the length.
Yes.
She might even finish this fight.
Yes.
It's either finish or fucking points. Chicks, again, you always have to go to points because you don't fucking know. But in this particular fight...
Lethal, but women's MMA, if you believe a finish can happen, the under 2.5s are always plus money, and they're pretty good. They're like plus 250, plus 300 pieces. Like, put that into a upset parlay so that you get some money back, or fucking hammer it. If you're undecided between the two, consider the fight goes to the judges and just make some fucking money. Or sorry, the fight's finished and we make some extra money here. But I don't like a finish prop in this, in the sense that it's fucking Zombie Girl. Is that fair?
Yeah, because you think she's
just fucking tough, man. So, her chin's made of that shit, and they don't get knocked out the best. I mean, they're capable, but it's tough. So by submission here, by submission here. You're not knocking her out. You're choking her out, and that's not Edwards to me. All right, moving up the card. I'm glad we both agree on that one.
No, just 2 seconds. My quick recap so far. Brundage, Hernandez, Medic, Edwards.
All right.
Letting everyone know that's where I'm at so far. For the legend parlay, the legend, pick the whole village, the whole fucking village. So, all right, next one. Let's go.
All right, so next one, we got Elijah Smith is going to send my boy Kazama to the Shadow Realm, where he, in fact, will be dueling Yu-Gi-Oh! Like he's holding up a little fucking card there. So, shout out to you. Thank you for taking the fight. I got a rookie of you. I hope you can get another fight after this one, because Elijah Smith ain't fair to you in the way that he's going to hurt you if he hits you clean one time. So I think we're going to see one of them big old fucking... who's Francis Ngannou's little cousin who just fought? Gutierrez? Yeah. I think we're just going to see some big fucking... You know what I mean? Some bulldozer striking combinations fly from Smith that catches Kazama. However, it's going to be a gunfight. And you guys know there's nothing safer than saying distance no. And if the payout is shit on that, say the fight doesn't start the 3rd round. So versus sweating under 1 or 1.5, you get that whole, 1.25. You still get that whole 10-minute fight. And at any one of these moments, like I said, it's going to take one from Smith to do it. I think Kazama, this is his biggest test that he's ever fought. So, what do you think?
Dude, just looking at his armor, right, just quickly while you're just chatting, just like, I know about Smith, his armor, fucking $6, brother. That's fucking death sentence. Literally death sentence, like.
Hey, Lethal, I was just fucking kidding, dog. Kazama's gonna fuck him up.
$6.
Yeah, dude.
Six fucking
Cause I'm all
dollars.
fucking day, dog. I just fucking got
So-
your ass. You can't go back now. You got Smith. Cause I
No,
was
no,
fucking
no, no.
knocking him out,
No,
dog.
because I said I was looking through fucking his submission shit.
Nah, just kidding. I got Smith.
So
I got you again, you fuck.
I'm taking Smith on my legend, but I'm sprinkling $20. I'm writing it here in my book. $20 on Hazamatama for submission. Done. But yeah, it's the favourites. You can put on whatever hate you want, brother. I still know where I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm poking the legend thing, and I'm going fucking Smith, but I'm fucking sprinkling $20 on that submission by this fucking little fucking Tairo Tatsuya fucking motherfucker.
Yeah. Okay. No, I think he's a good sprinkle in terms of an upset, sure, because the props are so hard against him. But the odds of it happening, I think Smith sends him to fucking Yugimoto and Kaiba.
All
right. So, moving up the card. This is going to be your prelim main event, if you will. You got Julius Walker taking on Rafael. I want to hear your take on this one first, Lethal, and I'll tap in after.
Well, look, to be quite honest, man, I'm just tapologying this shit right now, like every other cup, because this fight didn't interest me.
Okay. Do you know who do you got as a fighter and kind of why? Because I'll tell you mine and why I'm going to take them all day.
Much about either fighter. I will tell you that right now. In this particular case, I really don't know. What I'm looking at is 6-1, 11-2. I see the odds, so I'm going to come in here like a dude walking into a pub, and walking up to you like with that day when you're at the pub, and I have no idea here. I see Brazilian versus American. Without going into the fight, I would presume Walker's a fucking wrestler, and I presume Rafael is a fucking some sort of kickboxer. You got number 30 in the world at the heavyweight. You got number 37. And I didn't research this fight.
Lethal. I'm gonna make it quick work then, my man. Team Fusion's a pretty hot spot, and I believe in iron sharpening iron. And these guys have brought in some okay cats. This right here isn't really showing quite everything. Fusion's an okay little spot. They get a nice little rotating group that comes through, and good things from Walker. I heard Anthony Smith's take on Walker. I don't know. I've done more probably research on Walker than most of these guys coming up that I'm just like, I'm sorry, who? I think Walker's pretty athletic. I think Walker's very athletic and is capable of a finish here. I think Walker's going to look pretty good. But at the end of the day, either fighter still has a lot to prove. It's not going to be a split pick for me by any means, but I could see Rafael showing up and having a good second round, or you know what I mean. It could be a good back and forth fight, but at the end of the day, I got Julius Walker within the distance. I see this one getting done.
These are the fights that scare me. These are the ones that scare me with my legend parlay. You know, like basically two dudes still trying to make their way through. Obviously, you know, I only watched what I see in the footage during my whole week of research. If they don't pop up, I'm not looking at them. You know, I'll watch the media day again. I'll have to get to the weigh-ins. I'll have to get to see who they are. I'll watch the media day. I'll watch all that shit. But right now, that hasn't happened. So, sort of sitting back, for me, like I said, with no idea, I just took the guy that's paying $1.13 against a $6 dude, just to keep my legend parlay going.
Yep.
So,
all right, cool. So, sounds like we're both going to go Walker by finish. Yeah. I'm going to respect it both ways, so I wouldn't take just knockout or just submission unless, like, the prop was really fucking enticing, because if I got to pick one, I'd say this is going to be another exchange, but I could see Walker more than likely getting a TKO / knockout. All right, moving up the card. This is actually a cool one. It's been out. Anders, this will be his last farewell fight, so they'll probably hopefully have something lined up at the Apex. To be fair, if we're doing it for Karate Hottie, why not someone like Anders too? Dude's been here for a minute. He's been game a lot of his fights, a lot of his time here, and you just gotta tip your hat to the guy. He's Neil Magny's age, 38 years old, and he's been game the whole time. But The issue I have with this one is I feel like, to be fair, we could have picked out another unk and we could have had a beautiful, barbecue. Nice little summertime barbecue. Two unks just having a good time. Both men raising each other's hands, healthy, going back to their families. And instead, they gave him Leroy fucking Duncan. And the issue I have is Duncan hurts people. He fucks them up. But we also know that he's human too and can be fucked up. So Anders, with that grit, that tenacity, that old vet spirit, I'm hoping at the end of the day my man just shows up and doesn't go out on his shield, goes out by his sword, victorious in his last ever fight. And that would be one of these moments. But if I was doing my race to 100 right now, UFC MMA League picks, I gotta go with Duncan at what I'm seeing at this point. And I just think it plays a big factor. Youth, man. Duncan's very strong. He's very physical. I can't see Anders getting away with his grappling and avoiding the gunfight. And that's where I worry that Duncan gets the knockout. But I will say this. If this fight gets to the ground, I actually do like Anders. I do like Anders a lot on the ground versus Duncan. So prove me wrong, Anders, but from a pick standpoint, Duncan me. What do you got on this one, Lethal? I like the fight to end by knockout is a very one I'm kind of leaning on.
Duncan is going to finish Anders. I have a feeling. It's that gut feeling. We all know CLD. He reminds me of Michael Venom Page when he fights, and Anders is just, mate, like you said, if he does get to that ground, if he can take him with the wrestling, use that, he might be able to fucking pull it back. But what I have found with people that are retiring is, I know when I retire, I don't give a fuck about my last day at work.
Yeah.
And even if he doesn't retire, if it's in your head, it's in your head. So it's CLD all day. This wasn't a really hard one for me to pick. I would love to say Eric Anders, and I've seen him do some cool shit too. We all have.
Yeah, we all have.
Right? It could be that, but I'm not even sprinkling anything on Eric Anders.
He helped Dana and the UFC get to where UFC is today. So he's one of those guys.
Yeah, and he's still there. And if it's the end, it's the end. And kudos, brother. Thank you for great years, like Robbie Lawler and all these other guys that have gone through. You know what I mean? Like, I will never forget you, but this is where you're at. CLD all day, paying $1.16, dude. Duncan's paying coffin money, so you just can't go by the odds. You can't go by the bookies, and you can't go by what you know is and what we've seen between both fighters. So CLD, mate, done.
All right, cool. All right, moving up the card. Also, real quick, drop a like on the video. Apparently, that helps us, get more discovered. Drop a comment, that helps too. And then, if you want to be a real G, take the link to the video and share it somewhere on a social or tag us in it. We appreciate it. We'll be getting out to some podcast sources, and with our pick and our winnings recently, we'll start to put some applications out for a couple bookies. I got a couple that have messaged me more privately for my stuff. I do privately, and it was just not gonna, you know what I mean? It was a very weird region of the world market they wanted me to kind of pursue in a language I don't speak, so I'd be using like translators, and the currency payouts looked really fucking weird, and they didn't even have like a formal contract, so it was just really weird. I said I'm good. So Prize Picks, I'm doing most of my winnings right now on FanDuel. Lethal, what bookie do you use?
Sports bet in Australia.
Yeah.
So it's basically, look, it's probably the worst bookie in Australia. It's your fucking right-wing bookie. It's like, they don't really give me much. I don't get live odds on the UFC, so I can't do live what you do.
I think there's some good international ones. Am I right, though? Like, I know Prize Picks, Guru uses it, and he's in fucking, like, England, and Mighty Mouse uses it, obviously, he's the United States. So it's like, that's a pretty international one, maybe?
Here, brother. We can't use them here. Like, if I go upload it, it's like this apps. Australia is a bit of a fucking communist.
Can you use FanDuel or DraftKings or Bet Online?
No, I can't use DraftKings. I've tried to do DraftKings.
What about FanDuel?
It's only for and haven't tried it.
Try it.
So I just,
If you can, I'll send you a referral link. And you guys too. Message me. I'll let you guys know. We both get extra money in bets by you doing a referral link versus signing up. And you get the promotion too. It's not like you get just mine. You get the promotion sign up too. So that's how I started off. I dropped it on Brandon Moreno and $300 on his upset against Figueiredo on my first ever bet. Won me $300, won me $1,200.
Yeah, that was that would have been a massive win. I was just about to say.
I had method as well. So, all right, moving up the card, man. We got Miles John taking on Gene Mazzamento. I like Mazzamento a lot. I think the guy's a solid full-round fighter. Miles Johns, he's one of these guys that, you know, he's not against a good exchange. He'll fight. He'll definitely be a good dog in his scraps, but I think we just see levels in this fight, and I think Mazzamento carries this one, you know, into a second round at the latest. I see him also getting a finish here. Yeah, what do you got for me on this one, though?
So, look, this is my moment. I'm taking Miles on this. This is where me and you split ways, my friend. We're at the end. Because Mazzamento, he lost to Rob Font last fight.
Very good.
You're not good enough.
Very good fighter.
Then you beat Brad Katona, who's kicked out UFC.
Dude.
Dan Agata, who's done jack shit. Casey Turner, who the fuck are you?
Dude.
Right. His resume is not that really crash hot, brother. All right? And here we go, everyone. Let me say this.
Hold on. Katona, can I just say something real quick, Lethal?
He won by unanimous decision against Brad Katona. That's not really inspirational, motherfucker. He beat Dan Agata by guillotine choke at the 5th minute in round 2.
Bro.
He beat Casey.
He beat fucking Katona. And here's the thing. I don't care. Here's the thing about that.
Katona fucking went into Tough House twice, come out a fucking winner, and then lost everything. No one can fucking get in the UFC twice and get kicked out twice. So he beat Brad Katona. That is not impressive at all.
Katona was one of those guys, despite people doubted him, he was actually doing really good and winning on his streak. But Lethal, I do get to talk eventually here. I just want to be able to speak and give you a counter argument, right? You motherfucker.
If you're sticking up for a fucking guy that was given 2 golden tickets, no one gets 2 golden tickets, and then fuck both of them up.
Katona's a lot better than a lot of these fucking rando regional fucking crackheads they keep feeding their favorite goddamn prospects in the making. At least Mazzamento beat someone who's actually beating real UFC contract fighters. I don't give a fuck about his tickets. I care about the fact he was winning UFC fights. But I just want to wrap up and say, losing to Rob Font is a fucking privilege. And if you don't respect losing to Rob Font this young in your career as a privilege, then what the fuck are you yapping about? Because iron sharpens iron, and I believe that Gene Mazzamento leveled up in this fight, and he's going to come out and put a fucking spanking on Miles Johns. But it's going to be another one of these scrappy fights where the safest thing you can bet on is probably distance no. Now, I've said this, I know, twice now in fights that if you look at each fighter's resume, it shows judges. It shows split decisions, unanimous decisions. Yeah. I'm telling you, these gunfights that are occurring at the Apex should be in front of live fucking fans. And because it infuriates me so fucking much when real fans were robbed of an experience, how many more Neil Magny fans would be in the world today had that been in front of a live fucking audience somewhere, like Illinois, man's home fucking state, that, you know, I get fucking mad at the Apex. So what happens is there's actually some banger scraps and actually some banger highlights, and it keeps fucking happening. So anyways, I think fight to end by distance safe here. I really see the exchange, but yeah, I'm not saying that Miles Johns isn't a complete fucking worthless fighter here either. I didn't get a chance to give Johns his flowers, Lethal, because you fucking yelling at me, you fucker.
He beat Brad Katona. Ooh, Brad Katona.
Whatever.
Fucking twice. Okay.
At the end of the day, Brad Katona beat real UFC contract fighters and happened himself into a Topps product that they gave that motherfucker all kinds of autos and inserts and cards because he actually didn't look all that fucking bad, Lethal. So chillax. All right, moving up the fucking card.
Fucking hell.
God.
All right,
we got C-Rod. We got C-Rod fighting. Yeah. I know the money shows that betting money line here on C-Rod's tough, especially as a parlay piece in terms of what you're getting paid back, because he is a moderate favorite. But here's the thing I will say. Rodriguez is going to be dangerous by submission, and I like Andre, and whenever he can stay on the feet, his issue is he typically can't, or he's getting hurt to the feet. Again, I like Andre a lot on the feet, but if these two are able to get into the pocket and we see that nice transition, we're on the ground and C-Rod's accumulating that control time, he's very tough at getting up to your feet against. Like, he's the perfect guy that will set up traps and trips and keep prying your ass to the mat. And although he's not like the most crazy tactician off your back in terms of choking you out, based on what Andre struggled with in the past, I would say, in some of the ground game, I would say C-Rod's live for the sub. But yes, lethal. From a betting standpoint, I'm going to guess that maybe you respect betting something on Andre because of he's being such a dog, right? What do you got on him? Yeah, what do you got on him?
Too well.
I don't even need to ask because I know how you fucking work at this point. You know, I just know. He's your fucking Davy Grant. He's your Neil Magny, Davy Grant. The best one, hold on, the best one was fucking Johnson.
So here we go.
He bet fucking how much on Johnson did you bet?
200 with that parlay. I had a 2 parlay and
this motherfucker had him Johnson parlayed and hammered it. It's the funniest shit. All right, so anyways, what do you got for me on this one?
Okay, look, Andre Touchy-Feely. The guy comes in and he looks cool with his fucking awesome tats. He does fucking come into fight. And you know what? He does have a nice little fucking mini submission game going on at $2.94 against Rodriguez, right? Isn't this the same Christian Rodriguez that beat Paulo Rosa Jr.?
Yes, he's the one he's your like prospect killer. Rodriguez is your prospect killer. He's let me go through the list because it's fucking remarkable. Like here we got Austin Bashi, which we just saw him last week show up and have a fucking fantastic performance. Rosas Jr., who's easily going to make UFC history outside of being the youngest fighter. Cameron Simon, before Cameron Simon lost his fucking soul to Talbot's knee, and Isaac Dolgarian, which was just a fucking amazing prospect coming in, right? He respectfully loses to Arosa because Arosa's also a fucking world beater showing up, putting, you know, well-established UFC fighters out. And then, yes, Bashi. Nerves, first UFC fight. Big fucking, you know, the moment you've waited for your whole life, and he showed up like Bo Nickel. But this time around, this last week, it showed that he's still a good fighter, and he's going to level up. He's got a lot of time to give. So, and he lost respectfully to Costa, which started turning into the more recent Joshua Van and fucking Hamzat Shemaev initially. Costa's now that guy. Dana, keep putting me on these cards. His activity this year is record-breaking. It's fucking beautiful. So anyways.
Paulo Rosa Jr. is my fucking dude. I've got a nice little collection here of him, right? He's on my big parlay, but I am sprinkling $50 on Andre Feely, dude. All day, Touchy-Feely.
Hey,
I like that shit.
Can you bet by submission, lethal?
Yes, I can.
Go bet C-Rod on submission as your fade.
Yeah.
Okay. Or like, so not as your fade, but use that as a parlay piece, okay? And like make the same parlay twice, but use the submission prop because I think it's going to be good. And you know what? I would make it, if you can do round specific and boost it harder, do C-Rod submission 1 and 2.
He's got a submission game, Feely boy, man. Everyone fucking, that cunt can fucking scramble. We've all seen him, man. He can fight. I like Feely. I don't know why, but I like Touchy-Feely, brother. Touchy-Feely.
I think
I've got to beat the guy for my legend parlay. There's a legend parlay and there's money, right?
Yeah.
My legend parlay is about being a legend.
Yeah.
My money parlay is about making money.
Yeah.
Right.
So let me ask you this, lethal. If on this fight we had Cody Garbrandt fighting, would you also get a boner and pick him too?
No, because I did pick Cody Garbrandt last 2 times and he fucking let me down, cunt. It was such a fucking... I do. Because I can't get out Dominic Cruz. and Cody Garbrandt fight. That was the greatest fight I've ever seen in UFC history, man. I've never seen such crisp boxing. I've never seen that person ever come back. And I'm always looking, whenever I watch Cody Garbrandt, I'm going, when's that guy coming back? But he just hasn't. He just hasn't. He had a moment, dude.
I was just teasing you because the fucking the neck tattoos and shit. All right, moving up the card. All right.
Yep.
Moving up the card, we got fucking Luciendo taking on Angela Hill. Dude, here's the thing I'll say. I know the live props are going to be pretty stable in this. Hill's a great dog if you're looking to make money. Luciendo, if you want to get technical and talk about who's capable for what at this stage in their career, sure, I understand you. I know a lot of people are going to pick, as I can see it now, 78% of people think that Luciendo wins. Again, not that I fade you. I think Luciendo, more times than not, if you run this fight 3 out of 5 times, probably wins. For some reason, I'm getting a vibe that Angela Hill is going to be the biggest dog on the fucking card, just about. Like, she's just one of these fighters who, if the fight doesn't go Luciendo's way, and she's setting up her traps, and she's letting her cardio be the champion, she tires bitches out come fucking third round, and she looks great doing it. So, Angela Hill, I think, not only is a good dog, but I could see her being in a bit of a, bit of a rough time in the first round, maybe. Luciendo coming out hot. Angela Hill maybe trying to download her some and just kind of, again, stay at range, circle around. But, man, Hill, if this fight goes into a second round, I'll be fucking playing with the live props best I could. And it's sad to talk about live props because I'm likely not going to have my phone out during the time of these bets. And we'll be watching the fights after the fights, probably super early Sunday morning for me, because I will not be watching this one live by the current plan. So, yeah, anyways, so I'm going to take, and again, this is the first time in like 5 years, right? So it's kind of a big one for me, but it's for something big too. And that's what's beautiful about it, right? So I'm going to have a fantastic fucking day, weekend, and spend it the best way I can with someone who meant the world to me. So cheers. Let's go through this card again. I'm just going to wrap up by saying Angela Hill, if you're going into the second, third round, look the fuck out. She's very proven. But at this tier, when you talk about threats in a fight, I think we do still see the judges, but Luciendo is going to come out, I think, very good and aggressive until she's not, right? So I'll be worried about the finish by Luciendo early in the fight, but otherwise, somehow going to the judges, I like Hill. Those are my two different kind of back and forths. Like I said, I'm going to take Luciendo by what's likely to happen, but I think Hill's going to pull the 2 out of 5 at the Apex and be the dog. So
I've just got this one sorted. I've actually got Angela Hill on my legend parlay and my money parlay. I've got it by sub.
Okay. That's a very aggressive parlay piece, my man. Why not just Angela Hill money line being a dog?
I know it's and you always say that it's $2.48 here. Don't forget, I spend $200, but I put 20 parlays on. Everyone needs to know this. I just don't pick one parlay. I spend $200, I put 20 parlays on. Some parlays have this, some parlays have that. At the end of the day, my job is to make profit off that $200. So, in one of these parlays, Jasmine Lucindo on my legend parlay, she's in there in a fair bit, all right? Out of 20 parlays, she's in there covering probably about 80%. But I tell you what, out of 20%, I have a parlays on Angela Hill just by winning, just by fucking at $2.40. But I've got $50. Just got it there and write it down on her by submission.
Just as a straight up submission bet, just straight up.
Straight out submission.
Yeah. So that's all I was trying to say is that submission by Hill as a parlay piece is like, damn, congrats to you if you're that sharp. But like, man, that's such a specific, hard, and very circumstantial kind of
Last week,
fight for her
I
that
had Neil
I would have a hard
Magny
time
by
having it as a parlay
TKO.
piece. But yeah, I respect a sprinkle on it. It's possible, but
Last week,
I
Neil
like Hill
Magny
by
by
decision, so
TKO.
I would do sub/decision if I wanted to rule out the TKO and thought that for sure
I,
it went to the
I
judges
think
or
he's going to
submission.
fucking. I think Jasmine's going to come in fucking hard and fast. The cardio, you are right. She's like a Neil Magny with that cardio. She has always said she likes jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
She's had it. She's got 2 on her record now, right? Like
I just want to be on the record real quick, Lethal. And shout out to Magny. You know, he just got his black belt, and then he's got his family and all those things that he's showing around fighting. That, you know, he loves being a dad. But I'm just gonna take a step back and say, hey, if the universe worked out in a different kind of way, and we were in the upside down, I reckon fucking Angela Hill and Neil Magny could make a monster fucking MMA baby that was just a decision fucking monster, dude. What do you think?
it's like the fucking. Okay, I can tell you this. There's many fucking parents that make great babies. I'll have to say the Venus Williams sisters, Serena and Venus Williams.
Yeah.
Right. Those parents made a great baby. So yeah, I think that if they could make something like that, their genetics would be amazing.
Well, their parents like famous fucking athletes though, and tennis players, or what? The Williams sisters?
I don't know.
I think it was just two
think
sisters that were gangsters, and they leveled up off each other playing fucking tennis. But what I'm trying to say is, in a different paradigm, if you had like the 2 pro fighters, Magny and fucking Hill, and they had a kid that they from a young age gave proper nutrition and training, they would be a motherfucking banger. Like, just straight up.
Here we go. I've got a couple right now.
Or sorry, any of the other fighters on the card. I think they're 2 vet gangsters and have that they're both aging like wine fighting career right now, right? So that's all I was trying to say by that. Has nothing to do with the fact that they're.
No, I've got 2 more. I got Thiago Santos with a tall chick, the missus, the Russian. He married the Russian UFC fighter. She changed her name, unfortunately, to Santos.
Okay.
The Moretta married Yana.
Yana, yeah.
Yana. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, those 2 guys are in their peak. Imagine that fucking baby. Duh. Fucking imagine that fucking baby.
I love where I took this conversation. Really, all I was trying to say is we're going to have 2 back-to-back weeks where the vets do show up, the dogs bark. Angela is one of the best dogs on this card. Neil Magny was just one. We're moving on. All right, so moving up. All right, this is going to be a sweet-ass co-main and main event, I reckon. I'm going to kick things off by saying that Steve Erceg, I've liked this guy a lot, even as he was coming into UFC, and I did all my homework, and just like I did Diego Lopez, who's this guy coming in? Big sensation, you know, people are excited for him, has this big following. Steve Erceg, he got that following mostly with that knockout star power, and the worry here is Steve Erceg is relying a lot more on his boxing than what he used to do. And with Steve Erceg is hunting for the grapple, he's hunting for the ground, and he's trying to get the job done there. We've seen the best Steve Erceg, and this has been a big conversation I've seen this week because we all respect Ode Osbourne at the end of the day. Very rocky road in the UFC, but outside of being pretty cool personality that a lot of people can actually just chill and kind of stand behind in terms of who he is, the dude does show up and have significant moments on the feet. It's just when people close that gap and take away his weapons, well, someone with the accolades like Erceg shouldn't truly struggle with Ode on the ground, right? So I think the plan's simple. Ode's going to be sitting back. He's got to hit that big sniper, the big Aljo bullet, the big Sean O'Malley boom, you know, that Poetan. He needs to just sit back and wait for that big counter opportunity because Erceg will grant him that. Erceg, he's great on the feet, but if that's truly where he's inspired to be or has this new self-belief to be, and he doesn't respect what got him to the dance, I reckon Ode is going to make this a fucking fight. Now, Erceg will hit hard enough that if he strikes true and clean right in the, right behind the temple of fucking Osborne. He could just literally get Astro Boyed, flatline KO'd. Like, Usyk does possess that. It's just, I think that he's learned that it's hurting him and losing him these fights. He's not going to be investing where he could put so much out that he gasses or starts to lose, start to open himself up for the counter shot. I hope that's a thought. The knees of Ode Osborne could go to the body, something up the middle, catching Usyk on an entry could do it too. So I respect Ode in the sense that you got to hit the sniper bullet, but I am going to side with Steve Usyk because, man, he is a fucking monster, and I think he knows his strengths this time around as he dissects his opponent, who's a quite good striker. What do you got for me, Lethal?
Look, mate, I have to say one thing. Ode Osborne, he actually follows me on Threads. We've had a DM talking about his training and shit. Only once or twice, but pretty cool.
He's going to sign some cards for me, too. We talked a while back, too. So that's cool that shout out to Ode, for sure.
With that being said, he has, and I'm just looking up the quick record because I am older, so he's lost by 2 rear naked chokers, a split position loss, a counter eye hook against Tyson Nam. His last fight, which I actually remember, it was like the old A. Osborne that I watched. He beat Charles Johnson by decision. Steve Usyk, Australian, so I know this guy's background.
Well, Ode's last win was by a fucking knockout. Yeah, Ode knocked out Lewis, and truly, guys, with his 3-loss streak, even though he was a likable guy, I didn't know what that contract looked like, and just rooting for Ode to be like part of UFC long term, because I had a chance to meet him when I went to UFC 300. I just thought Ode really needed this win, and he got it, and man, it's just so happy to see that guy happy. Like, I can't help but root for him when I see him. So I do. I'm gonna be happy and sad either way, if that's fair, because I do like both guys a lot in this fight. But go ahead and continue.
So being an Aussie, and I know Steve Usyk, we all do. Whether he got a quick rise to not fame, because he's not famous yet, he's on a 2-fight losing streak, but he's lost against the best. But he was thrown in at the beginning. Everyone needs to know. His base is jiu-jitsu, right? And people keep on forgetting this. Ode Osborne's got fucking fast hands. Steve Usyk fights like Wonderboy Thompson on the feet. Point fighting, waiting for that right punch till he gets it. That correct moment. If he used, like you said, if he went back to that grappling, that's his shit. He's longer, he's tougher, that's his game. I've got Usyk winning this fight all day. Unfortunately, all the DMs from all day can say anything. He's got to fucking come in through. He's got to get through Usyk's fucking length and reach, which I don't think you can, because Usyk is a top-class fucking performer.
Fucking Michael Scott. Michael Scott's going to be firing Ode Osborne, unfortunately. But I do, dude. I'm not going to be upset either way, because I like Ode, and then my heart would be happy still. Is that fair?
Mate, all day I would love him to win. I've actually sticked him here. Like, if everyone looks, I've got an asterisk next to the long shot. If you can't see, but I have an asterisk there because it confuses me. But I've picked one.
This is fucking sad. Lethal. 93% people have Usyk. That's fucking sad, and that's disrespectful. Now, just because we both think Usyk wins doesn't mean all of you should too. All right, this is
fight submission.
Listen,
I'm getting that fucking submission. And one day I'm gonna have red panty night, and all you fuckers go, ooh, I'm gonna get, dude, I put $200 on it. I'm gonna get it. That submission is coming. He's gonna use that fucking black belt. Why not use it again? Short little fucking dude who's gonna come and fucking smashing in those fucking quick fucking jabs. Just take that guy.
Listen to this fucking Australian.
Like a goddamn tarantula. And fucking
strength. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't do it.
It's so simple. It's easy. It's like a horse race. Run, win. It's not fucking brain surgery.
All day, mate.
No,
I don't know what my accent would be. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I'm not one of these personalities as like a fucking voice actor.
All day, mate. We've got to throw.
She'll be good.
A bit of like, oh, we really drag out the shit. We really make one word sound like it's not.
The thing that pisses me off is the English with their like th. They use fr, like 30 free. It's like
what the fuck's a 33?
33.
Oh, 33.
Yeah, they'll be like, dude, yo, bruv, it'd be like 33. It's like 33.
It's this is it.
They just don't use th over there. It's all r and f.
I'm 33. Actually, it sounds like I'm 30. We do pronounce out 33. I'm 33. 30.
Yeah, but they're like free. Fur. It's fur, not they're not using th. God damn it. All right, anyways.
Next.
I'm having too good of a time. I apologize. I'm a little but yeah, all right. Moving up to your main event. Moving up to your goddamn main event. We got Fluffy taking on Roman Dolidze. I reckon this is actually an interesting one in the sense of two things. Both men having the accolades and the grappling that they have, right? I think Anthony is more offensively sound, and I think Roman is more defensively sound. So what does this sword and shield clash look like? And, you know, the one thing you got to respect is every fight stands on the feet. And I think Hernandez knows he could be really grapple heavy. But the thing I've always hated about some of these guys at these higher weight classes that can zap people with their fucking hands and set up even better grappling opportunities. They put their heads down and they fish and they fish and they drive and they fish and they fish. And now they're starting to not to improve in the fight, whereas their opponents have these full gas tanks. Now, the beautiful thing for Anthony is I think he could push and be offensive and still have better cardio than Roman Dolidze if this fight saw a third round. But holy fuck, do we have an opportunity very early out of this 5-round main event to see Fluffy take a tough guy that doesn't get finished often and have him hurt in some kind of TKO opportunity. And that's my worry is, does Fluffy show up and respect Dolidze's grappling so much that he says, nah, fuck it. I like my chances on the feet. I know he had a big rib shot on Kevin Holland, and Holland's pretty fucking tough. And despite all the shit with Rampage or whatever reason, people don't like Holland as much these days anymore. Lost to fucking D-Rod, of course. That sucked. But my thing is, like, Holland just said to the ref, I quit, when he got fucking hit in the ribs. He was just flat out hurt, but he's been through extreme gunfights, breaking other bones with fights like Wonder Boy. So my thing about Roman is, yes, he possesses that power that could take someone as offensively aggressive like Fluffy and have him hurt like bad, but the chances are that gunfight goes for Fluffy's direction. He's like a 3-1 favorite here, so like -3 whatever prop. I think if you bet Fluffy, his chances of for sure getting a decision are high because Dolidze is so tough. But I've been fading a lot of these predictions going to the judges tonight with finishes because there's just like this buzz right now in the Apex that we're just getting to witness, and I think it will carry and surprise people. You know, we haven't had some of these fight nights like the end of 2024 where they were absolute fucking bangers, like absolute. We're trending, breaking records of all-time finishes in UFC. Dana's like Oprah Winfrey hanging out, like giving out 3 bonuses instead of 2, and like when he's flying around, these motherfuckers trying to change their lives. They're trying to do generational wealth, and they're getting to do it in such a cool era where they are these modern fucking gladiators. So I think Hernandez is about it. Like, I don't think he's just one of these guys that's like, I showed up with this injury and that injury, and I was like for 50%, but you know, I still got the W. I think he's about it. I don't think that's that camera talk, that thing that Sean O'Malley wishes he could do better on a microphone and comes off as like kind of cringe. And shout out to Sandhagen. I mean, the skits are great. Marab obviously starting that shit up. Anyways, Dolidze, if this fight goes to the ground at all times, do I actually respect him? He's not one of these guys that you can just put away. So it has to be something fantastic, and it's got to be one of those things that makes the middleweight division stop and go. After Drakus and Hamza, is Fluffy a contender for the next title shot? You gotta have that conversation because he is next to the champion in terms of streaking wins. and we know the guy's tenacity. And so as long as these are 3-round fights, his cardio is all fucking day. But what I love about Fluffy is he could truly take Hamzat DDP and have a 5-round fucking war. 5-round fucking, like, I don't know. It would give me, like, if it's Hamzat, it would give me like Gilbert Burn vibes. Watching Fluffy out there making Hamzat bleed, fucking surviving his gator rolls, and fucking having a good old fucking car crash. You know what I mean? One of them will lose by finish, but it's not the first round. It's like a 3rd round fucking bloody mess. So, Lethal, what do you got for me? I like Fluffy in this. I respect his, the sword to the shield in this fight. But Roman could prove me wrong. He's done it a few times. So, anyways, what do you got for me?
Brother, that was such a great analysis. This is how I'm going to break this down in Australia. Boring Roman. What a fucking wanker.
This is your Rose Namajunas this week, you fucker.
Boring motherfucker. Jesus Christ. For him to be
you boring motherfucker, you fucking wanker ass fucking.
With Fluffy, mate. Fluffy. Exciting. Cool. Awesome. Let's pick the wife stealer. Roman is fucking,
I'm gonna call you out, dog. You got a thing for
hey UFC's fighter's wife, man.
You got a thing for dudes with tattoos on their bodies, Lethal. You keep having these fucking man crushes, picking all your this one's for the house, mate. Fucking duty with fucking tattoos. Come on, Lethal. I'm calling you out.
The boring fucking communist from fucking left, right, fucking wherever he's from, fuck off a pay-per-view. I'm not even watching you for that. I'm watching Fluffy. Fluffy can jump in the ring by himself. Roman can leave the ring. Fluffy can do shadow boxing. I'll watch that as the main event. All right? Literally. I have no respect for Roman Dolidze. I do not
Dolidze? Who the fuck? Quit calling him fucking Dolidze and Diddle Dads. It's Dolidze. Hey, Lethal. It's Dolidze. Like, there's a Z there. Dolidze. Roman Dolidze. Roman Dolidze. Roman Dolidze, cunt. It's fucking Lethal over here. Good job, Lethal. You get a little blue ribbon this week.
Here we go.
I love you, dog. Thank you. I'm just fucking.
Dolidze.
All right, guys. All right, so that's the breakdown. It officially took us an hour. And I said exactly that. I said 20 minutes for the picks, 20 minutes for the bets, and 20 minutes for the bullshit. Now, technically, we started this around, I don't know, the 12, 14, 15 minute mark. So you and I are truly capable of doing this in 30, 40 minutes if we buckle the fuck in. But as always, you got all kinds of shit out of this. Hopefully you guys enjoyed just our fucking goofy ass burst laughter, fucking humor. Fucking Lethal's one of these guys. He just, when he hates somebody or doesn't want somebody to win, he goes after them. You know what I mean? He fucking witch hunts. I'm out here. I generally give flowers on both sides, educatedly, and say this is why. But Lethal's a mixture of emotion, memory, and money, and it's done him pretty well because he's got your Johnson, he got Grant, he's got Magny with me. We got that one together. Boom.
Duncan.
He's making money with these unks, so all day.
Fuck the Dolidze. Never, ever, Fluffy never will lose to that dude. I'll put $5 on Dolidze.
I'd say that Dolidze, his pedigrees and his physicality have a chance at 185 pounds to upset any fighter any day of the week, if you let him do the things that he does. But his ability to have that gunfight on the feet is where I'm like, okay, you got off a really big, powerful shot that did this thing, but can you consistently do that to guys? Because, you know what I mean? Like, Hernandez is more of a gun than you are. And that's where, if anyone's getting hurt and anyone's getting knocked out or a submission attempt being set up, Like, Dolidze's almost got to be on the ground trying to threaten, a Kimura off his back, trying to rip up. I don't even think he could really rip up on a triangle, but maybe threaten an armbar. Roman's like a fucking vice grip. When he's got his two hands working together, he's very strong and physical. And yes, he uses this defensive thing, but when he gets going offensively on the ground, the guy's solid. Hernandez, I respect even on the ground from a striking. I can see Hernandez pulling guard and just blasting fucking elbows off the side of Roman Dolidze here. So, again, I like Hernandez. I like him by finish, but Dolidze is tough. Round props here, definitely a little bit spicier because of that, right? Like, you're going for a first, second round finish. That's kind of scary. I think the cardio of Hernandez will be a weapon against Dolidze to set up the opportunities that do not seem to fade. But we've seen more of this with Hernandez at 15 minutes. And we've seen very recently with Marvin Vettori, Dolidze prove at 25 minutes that he can go. But his shots absorbed, even against Roman, didn't look the best. He was dinged up too. And so you got to wonder, what the fuck could Anthony Hernandez do? And I reckon it's to get the TKO, but maybe he sets it up and just rips the fucking neck. And it would be crazy to just dominantly tap Dolidze. And I'll say this and wrap up my prediction. If Hernandez goes out and just, without conviction, chokes the fucking piss out of Roman Dolidze, you gotta imagine now between Hamza and DDP how he looks. And those are the fights. Either one of those two, loser or winner. I think that's the fight to make next for him. So, what do you got for me, Lethal?
All right. So, here we go. And I'm going to let you go. Ready?
Yeah.
All our fans out there, if you can't sleep, right? You don't need to take sleeping pills and that. Do you know why? You just got to go on and watch any Roman Dolidze fight, and it will put you to sleep. All right? So, everyone out there, if you don't need medication, you just need to watch Roman Dolidze's fights, and that's all the medication you need. That's my pick. Fuck Dolidze. Toad, I've loved hanging out with you, man. I won't catch you over the weekend because you're doing your shit. I respect that. I hope you have a fucking awesome, great weekend. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Be out there and just be free from this internet life fights, because we spend a lot of time doing this. And I have to tell everyone out there, man, my man the Toad, I think I spend a lot of time. He dedicates his life to it, and I'm so appreciative of all the people in the world you could have picked to be part of your partner. You picked fucking this fucking dumb fucking cunt from Australia, brother.
Nothing but love. Lethal, listen. Nothing but love. And you guys, it's kind of like this thing where part of making MMA Toad was finding out that I was going to, UFC 300, had been doing breakdowns, picks. All this was within like a family and friend social, mostly like Facebook and people on Discord, people I played like games with. I think this person wins and this is how. So you'd be watching the fights and you're like, damn, Toad, you're like doing pretty good at that. I'm like, I'm also making some money too. My jobs kind of suck. I've always struggled to make ends meet. I am paycheck to paycheck, and it seems like MMA has at times given me opportunities to get ahead of the moment of life and just try to make the best of it too. Now, I will say that, there's also the ability to want to risk, and I'm always like a low risk guy. At the end of the day, that's a risk I don't take because I'm independent of my life, the roof over my head, my health, my future, all those things. So I'm trying to find a balance outside of being at this chair and this, et cetera, et cetera. And I will say, MMA is never going away from me, and UFC is never going away from me. I will be part of this space till I croak, and that's also why I'm the fucking Toad. So I want to just shout out and say, Lethal, it was a pleasure making a prediction on your UFC Noche giveaway. Despite we missed it by one pick, I want to say it was fun talking to you during the card. I had a fucking blast, and you and I became friends and easily partners in that moment because I just knew that you enjoyed hopping on the live streams, the fight companions that I would do, and we'd have a fucking blast. We started learning over in Australia. You got kind of a little time advantage over me somehow by about 13 seconds that I'm able to enjoy life from the bookies with, you know, and also mute your
We got
ass or
30
kick you out of
seconds.
the stream because I can't have you spoiling what the fuck's gonna happen or say somebody's finished when it's actually just a war and you're like, he's done, and I'm like, oh fuck, it's over, and it's just like, oh no, it's not. You just keep fucking saying it. So anyways, I'm gonna hold on. I just gotta give you your flowers real quick, my man. I want to say I want you to especially have a fucking nice weekend, a nice birthday fight night weekend.
Yeah. My
man here is leveling up.
I did forget.
So yeah, happy fucking birthday to you. He's got to send me his info, but I'm also sending him this guy as a little birthday present.
Thank you, man. You know what? That is fucking.
I know you since came out of the closet when he did and said that you guys would, you know, if two of you went to the same room, which one would leave? It would be you two holding hands. I know you love John Jones, and so I wanted you to have that card. So,
thank you, man. I'm a massive John Jones fan. You know that. And brother, I'm going to leave it as this. I will not talk to you. I am going to discommunicate for a whole weekend. I promise.
Don't do that. I'm not doing that. I'm going to wish you happy birthday. And I'll definitely share something. I'll make a post with the card maybe for you or something. Happy birthday.
Everyone, Hamzat versus Come on,
Hey, Lethal. That's why I'm sacrificing this weekend, is because I'm not sleeping. The Toad is going to have another fucking tailgate, and it's going to be a great time. You guys are all welcome. And I just will not sleep Friday night, and I will watch, and I will do Fight Companion, and I might even go out live and do it. And we'll see what that looks like. So anyways, Lethal, we are going to have a belated birthday party the following week for that pay-per-view. And it sounds like we've got some friends reaching out to us that we can hop on and have on the stream, or vice versa, join some of whatever they got going on. So be open for an invite for that sometime. I'll definitely hit you up if I get wind of some people getting together talking about a fight card. But I also look forward to just catching up with you on IG Live on that card nonetheless, and catching up and get your reactions to some of the shit going on, and have others happen with us both. So again, you'll be this month of September, late, you'll be driving the ship. So if you
I've got your back. I've got this.
You'll be driving the ship. I'll be helping you with graphics and technology shit, but other than that, you got to hit the record button and do it, my man. So all right, guys.
I've got this.
Going through a lot of shit. Appreciate you guys. Much love. Lethal. Happy fucking early birthday. How old are you turning? 30 what?
52.
30 what?
48.
32.
26. 29.
All right, cool. Well, happy birthday, man. For sure. Send me your shit so I can get that in the mail.
Love you guys.
Yep. Hey, all good. Hey, mate. Mate, all good. But over here, we say love your guts, mate.
Love your guts. In Australia, everyone, all you Yankees over there, men don't say I love you. All right? It's a bit fucking gay. All right? What we say to men is, I love your guts, cunt. All right? So all you men over there watching this, we don't say I love you and hug each other. We go like this. I love your guts, cunt. Toad, I love your guts, cunt.
Yeah, likewise, man. Much love, much respect. We'll see you. Send me your info so I can send your birthday present, all right? Hopefully it doesn't arrive fucked up. Hopefully it doesn't arrive fucked up. Like,
Bye-bye.
I already showed Lethal. He can leave. I'll show this one to the stream as we wrap the fuck up. It's sad. This card got damaged in the mail. It arrived bent at the bottom, a solid crease across the back. But thankfully, it's shelf worthy, and that's all I wanted it for. I'm going to have it in my dedicated shadow box too. Blessed. Max Holloway. It's one of the new Sapphires. It's a nice hit. All these variations are going for a good penny. And this one arrived pretty bent packaging. More so in the light. If you hit the angles, you can see a rip. Like that's the impact. And it looked like the card got bent. So there's definitely a crease going down the card. Person was really cool. working with me on that. I'm not I'm sorry. I'm not mad, but I'm pretty sure have like an insurance they're trying to honor for me to help me get some money back or something for it. But because I did want to get it graded, to be honest, this was going to be part of my. At the end of the day, here's my PSA collection, but I reckon it's still going to look really cool in the shadow box. And if I so happen to find another fairly good priced product of one of these, I will buy that too and probably either offer it a gift or, just use it in the shadow box. But yeah, seeing I'd get it graded, obviously I'd want the graded version and whatever I keep. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it. Appreciate you guys again. I'm going to go through the quick recap for anyone who cares, for anyone who's just skipping to the ends here. All right, so Cody Brundage, we're both taking. Moving up, we both like Hernandez. We're both taking Medic. We're both taking Edwards. Both taking Smith. We're both taking Walker. We're both taking Duncan. He's taking Miles Johns. I'm taking Masamento. We both got C-Rod, and we both like Hill, but are taking Luciendo. We both like Osborne, but we're taking Ursig. And obviously we both agree with Fluffy. Lethal can't fucking stand the thought of rum and Dolidze. It's pretty funny. I have a 2-leg parlay going on right now of the things that I'm going to trigger Lethal with. I'm going to send him a Rose Namajunas card, and I'm going to send him a fucking Roman Dolidze card and say, hey, I just wanted you to have 2 of your favorite fighters, you fucking just... All right, so anyway, guys, much love. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Know that things are tough over here, but things will be okay. We're going to push through this like we always have, and this is the space. This is the outlet. We'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in. mmatoad, Lethal Toad tuning out. I'll have to get a new wallpaper set up for Lethal Toad sometime too, or a new graphic or something. But yeah, this is fun. Cheers. I'll do this shit all day. Anyone want to collaborate, reach out. We'd be happy to have you. We love what we do. And that's that. So we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.